Good afternoon, students. Today I want to give a short presentation on the chapter focusing on theme in films. So let's share the screen. Go to slideshow. All right, theme. A theme refers to the unifying central concern of the film, the special focus that unifies the work. Within theme, you can analyze four characteristics. Number one, you can look at the plot of the film. And the plot in many films, such as action films, provides escape from the boredom and drabness of everyday life. Next, you can look at the emotional effect of the characters or events that create an emotional effect on the characters or the audience. Events are subordinate to the emotional response they produce, and the theme of such films can best be stated by identifying the prevailing mood or emotional effect that the filmmaker has created. So you can look at the mood or the emotional effect that is created by the filmmaker. Next, you can look specifically at the characters or the actors within the film to find out how they connect to the theme. The theme of such films can best be expressed in a brief description of the central characters. Next, style. This is a cinematic style that's produced either through the mise en scène or the cinematography, film color, um, camera angles, etc. So style is the unique look, the feel, the rhythm, the atmosphere, the tone, or organization that echoes in our minds and senses long after we leave the theater. So, if you're looking at theme, think about the plot, emotional effect, character, or style. More ideas on the theme. Identifying the abstract subject of the film in a single word or phrase is one way to identify the theme. So the theme might be jealousy, corruption, injustice, prejudice. You come up with your own words. Family, uh, family dynamics is an example of a theme within American Beauty, for example. In The Godfather, the theme is corruption or family values is ultimately corrupted within that particular film. When identifying the theme, some of the ideas you might look at might be moral implications. So you can look at the morality or ethics within the characters, within the emotional effect of the film or the style. You can look at the truths about human nature. You can look specifically at social problems that pervade the film. Racism is a social problem in Do the Right Thing. You could analyze racism within the film and look at the characters and how that view of racism is depicted. You can look at the emotional effect of danger and heat as an example of racism within the film Do the Right Thing. So it's an effect or an emotional effect. Danger is an emotional effect. You can look at warm colors as a social problem within Do the Right Thing. Next, you can portray a basic conflict or tension between two opposing sides of human nature. Uh, in in films, there tends to be some kind of conflict between characters. You can look at the conflict between the characters or the tensions between two opposing viewpoints or sides of the characters. Some films focus on the problems like frustration, pleasure, joys of human relationships, love, friendship, marriage, divorce, family interaction, sexuality, and so on. You could look at a particular theme through the element of problems within society. Many films have a coming of age or a rites of passage, a loss of innocence, a growing awareness that can be analyzed. Finally, there might be a question, a moral or philosophical question that's posed in a film. Um, so those are elements of ideas that you can explore when you're thinking about the theme of the film. Let's look at two films, Grapes of Wrath and The Godfather. In identifying the theme, you might think about the word motif. Motif are the images, patterns, or ideas that are repeated throughout the film and are variations or aspects of the major theme. So you're looking at patterns within the film that express the theme, ideas within the film that express the theme, and cinematography, film color, camera angles, lighting, those sorts of things represent the images within the film. Symbols within the film, there might be symbols as well, like a chair. Chair is a symbol within The Godfather. Doors is another example of an image. Doors represent a theme or a motif within The Godfather. One theme of Grapes of Wrath focuses on the importance of family and community, as expressed in the travels of this family. When analyzing the film, you might ask these questions: what scenes in the film exemplify the importance of family and community? How do the characters interact to produce this theme? Is there a stylistic texture or motif throughout the film? What emotional effects relate to family? What are the emotions within the film that are produced to the audience? What conflicts exist in the film to produce this theme? So those questions can be answered, and you can provide examples of scenes or shots that produce these particular ideas. You can look at cinematic images as well. You can look at the characters. You can look at the emotional effects. You can look at the plot. You can look at the cinematic images as well. Next, we have Godfather. One theme in The Godfather is corruption that leads to moral decay. That theme, corruption leading to moral decay, is also in Batman films. So all the Batman films focus on this concept of corruption and moral decay. And does the Batman cross the line in order to achieve his purpose? And when crossing the line, is he being corrupt as well? That's one of the themes or questions, philosophical or moral questions within Batman. So, when watching The Godfather, how do the characters interact to create this theme of moral decay? One example is Michael Corleone's struggle leads to the destruction of his family. So you can look at some scenes or shots within the film that show Michael Corleone uh, show his family unfolding and being destroyed. Describe how this character interacts with other antagonists and protagonists within the story. Show the downfall of his family. So give some examples. So that's one way that characters interact to create the theme. Next, how does the plot contribute to the ideas of corruption within the story? You can trace two or three elements within the plot to demonstrate corruption. Is there a motif or style that connects to corruption? You can explore a cinematic style, such as low-key lighting, to exhibit the theme. You can explore how low camera angles contribute to various characters within the theme. We have a low camera angle in this theme, in this scene with Michael Corleone. What are some of the developing emotions in the film that contribute to the theme or corruption? How does suppressed emotions and its opposite, vulnerability, contribute to the theme? Which characters show vulnerability? So you can analyze and question some of those ideas within the theme, within the scene. That's really all I have. I've provided two examples of analysis and how you can ask further questions and delve into the themes with some of the scenes and shots of the film. Thanks for listening.